Okay, strength training for runners tonight. We do not need our bands, but we do need a small box and something to put your foot on, like a chair, your bed, a couch. We're gonna do some split squats, everyone's favorite. So make sure you've got that nearby, and otherwise grab your weights and let's do this. We're gonna start, you know what I'm about to say, with walkouts. So hopefully it doesn't feel boring to you guys. I like to do the same thing, so when people come in, they know just where to start. And so we're gonna start with good posture. Hi, Nate. And then forward fold, everybody. Taking a look at your knees. Yep, they're there. Awesome. Okay, arms relax, neck relax, and go ahead and walk it out all the way until you're in long body, nice plank. Push the ground away, and then go ahead and reverse your position. Walk it backwards. Roll it back up, and then do this for 1 more minute. I put my weight conveniently right in my way. So hopefully you guys have space for your workout. All right, I had a massive bird strike my kitchen window yesterday, and it, like, the dog jumped out of her bed. It was so big. Anyway, I looked out the window hoping it wasn't there, and of course it is laying belly up under the window. So sad, just under a shrub. So I left it there thinking I'll deal with it later. Then we had a giant snowfall. Anyway, the snow melted, the bird is not there. So either it got eaten by snow, which would be kind of cool and maybe sci-fi, eaten by something else, which I'm okay with, or it flew away. So let's all hope it flew away. It was just stunned, laying there, kind of getting itself back together, and then it was like, shook it off and kept going. All right, anyway, hopefully all of us, if work was like that today, was like a glass window to the brain, this is our shaking it off. So everyone stand right up. Let's do the next thing. We are going to get some hamstring work here. So bring your leg nice and long, get your hands towards your feet, toes come up towards your head, and then repeat, repeat. Notice I'm not curving down with my back, but my back is nice and long. So my head and my hips are as far apart from each other as they can be. So hamstring happiness here. You've probably been sitting on them all day, so let's wake them up. All right, couple more. And then let's change our position here. We're going to do a side step. We're gonna do one side at a time. We're gonna side step up to a high knee, balance it, prove you got the balance, then step back. So we're not trying to just go quickly here. We want to come up, balance, so that means bracing here, glutes tight, or glute tight, I should say. This one is relaxed, the standing leg is tight. Yeah, okay, I'm seeing the balance there, good. And let's switch sides. So go ahead, see if our brain can handle it. Nice. All right, we've got better balance than the average citizens out there. That's good. We're hoping for that. We do a single leg sport, so we want to make sure we've got good balance. All right, couple more. And then stopping here. Okay, let's do a step back to a twist. We always want to make sure we get some movement through our back. So we're going to step back, twist side to side. Let's go other side. So as we go, we'll change these, if you want, from a step back to a back lunge. So you can decide, but these first ones, I just want to get your knee behind your glutes. That's it. If your knee's behind your glutes, you're winning. All right. Now, if you feel it, you can get down lower into a back lunge. In this back lunge position, I want to make sure your knee is not coming in, this knee is not wobbling, we're not doing some kind of fancy dance here. All right, one more on each side. The fancy dance can be waist up, from the waist down, we're solid. All right, nicely done, great. Now, speaking of solid, let's do some airplanes, everyone's favorite. So I'm wearing shoes today because my feet were cold. If you don't have to wear them, this is a great time to have our feet on the ground. An airplane looks like a single leg hinge where we come open and we come closed with our hip. So we're gonna do one side. I'm timing you for 30 minutes, 30 seconds is more appropriate. 30 seconds, we've got on one side here. So we are open and closed, and open and close. Yeah, keep this going. Great balance. Hands can be anywhere that feels like it's helping you balance. So whatever that is for you, these last 3, 2, okay, other side. I see some fun airplane dances out there. I like it. That's good. Okay, come on back. And do it again. Let's get this other side. If it feels like your feet are really wobbly, but they're holding you up, that's what is happening here. We're working on all those little stabilizers. Yeah, all those stabilizers are like, what's happening here? Same thing as when we're trail running. So keeping those strong. Good, good. All right, 5 more seconds. Keep this up. 3, 2, nicely done. Okay, next thing, bend knees, and let's do a calf raise. So this is a little bit like our dancing here, but we're just coming up and down, warming up our feet. When we have a bent leg and we're doing a calf raise here, we're working on the soleus, so that's the calf muscles. We've got sort of 2 layers, the innermost soleus. We want this strong as runners. So let's do it. Okay, just a couple more here, and then we're going to jump rope. If you don't want to jump, that's fine. You can do an extended leg lift and lower. So if you're jumping rope, join me now. Fake rope, love it. I never mess up this one. It never smashes me in the head, and it never smashes me in the shins. It's perfect. All right, so keep this going. We're doing about 20 more seconds, and then we will be ready to move into our balance set. Our balance set is going to require a light weight or no weight, it's fine. You decide. Let's finish this up in 3, 2, all right. So for our balance set, we are going to get a lightweight. It does not have to be heavy, it can be light, but we're gonna have the weight overhead, whatever side is going to be moving. So we got that weight overhead. We're going to come from this kneeling position up to our balance and then back down. So it's like a back lunge. However, we're going to try, and instead of coming with our foot down and then down, we're going to try and come down as much as we can without using that back foot to stabilize. Okay, so everyone go ahead, get a weight or not. Get that weight up. All right, let's do it. Stand it up. Good, you should really feel that in the glute. All right, and come right back down. Good. Oh, I didn't do my knee drive in that one. So back up. And if this is too difficult, you can absolutely do back lunge with this weight overhead. This requires us lots of bracing here to keep this from going whoop, right? We're trying to keep this really still. Okay, couple more. Yes, yes, yes. Good. And here's our last one. Perfect. Okay, switching sides. All right, so we got that weight up. Now, really push in to the side. Let's go. Glute. Good. Instead of pushing from behind. The leg back can absolutely help, but we're trying to do it with that front leg, really taking the most of it. All right. Good. Yeah. Okay. Keeping that arm still up. I see some of you coming down, and then I see mine also that way. So, whoo, easy to happen. Good. Let's do this one and then one more. Nicely done. All right. Okay. Now, going from our very lightweight to our first set, which is going to need our heaviest weight or weights. So if you have 2 pretty light weights and that makes up your heaviest set, I want you using those. So we are going to just start with sumo squats. So the sumo squat, we've got our weight down below. We are knees out, feet out. We are able to pick something up that's quite heavy here without letting our shoulders roll, without letting our whole body roll. We're staying nice and tall, not coming backwards. All right, and then coming down, and up, trying to keep our shoulders, pelvis, weight stacked. All right, let's do it. All right, this should be heavy. If you're using 2 weights, that's totally fine. You can have 2. These are heavy and a little awkward, but same thing, whoop, and right back up. So don't be shy. You also can use 2 different weights. You don't have to have 2 of the same weights. Grab 2. You can swap them for the next set. We'll finish this in 3, 2, done. Okay, this set only has 2 exercises, but the next exercise, we need something that we can press overhead. So we are going to do a suitcase deadlift. We often do these from the inside. We're going to do these with a closed feet so that we can come down to our suitcase deadlift. So you can see I'm not here, right? Shoulders are straight along parallel to the floor. Then we come up, clean that weight up, press. If you have something very light, your press should be a strict press. If you have something heavier, as you come up, you can do a push press, okay? So everyone get started with me, weights up at your side. Feet are close, we're coming down, the weight stays right against your legs. We come up, clean that weight up, yes, and press, strict press or push press. Good, okay, keep going. Great, this requires a lot of bracing. To go from down here to that requires us to keep braced and push with our hips. Then from here, braced again, glutes are tight in that push. Good. All right, there's 3, 2, go right into the other side. So keeping that weight, when I'm doing that deadlift part, the weight is touching my legs. It's not just near my legs, I'm touching, okay? Good. All right, I see the action happening here. Good. This one is a hard one to weight correctly because you can do a lot as with the deadlift. What we're limited by is this push press. So we want to get as heavy as we can on the push press so the weight is appropriate. 3, 2, done. All right, that's the set. It's just those 2 things. So we're going to alternate between those. I know it's a little bit of leg and leg, but we're doing separate muscles. So for the sumo, really get something heavy, or you could have something in a backpack too. Okay, so we start this one with the weight right between our heels, looking out at the world. Let's go. All right, if you can get this low, see if you can get this low, and if you can get this low, see if you can get this low, and maybe you can touch that weight to the ground. See what you can do. Getting lower also makes that weight feel heavier. So when we have something that's a little too light, we can make it harder. All right. Good. And 5 more seconds. See if you can get 2 more with me. Here's 1. Here's 2. Nicely done. All right. Weight goes to the side. Now we're back to the weight that we can clean. How we're going to start is up tall. Remember, when we're coming forward, I want your shoulders to be square to the ground, not funky. Okay, we can do the single ladies dance another time. All right, everybody, let's do it. So come on down to that deadlift. Clean that up. Press. Good. Push press or strict press. You decide. Good. These shouldn't be fast. You can take your time getting into that good deadlift position. You don't need to be touching your weight to the ground. You can see I'm not. If I go lower than this, my back starts to arch and I don't want that. So I want to have that back nice and long. Good. All right, almost there. In 3, 2, perfect. Okay, other side, let's just go right for it. Come on down your leg. Clean press, beautiful. Okay, remember, if you have something light, no dip here. If you've got something heavy, get that dip. That will help with the momentum, helps get that weight up. Good, okay. I think you guys all know that. At this point, I'm not gonna say it again. Good. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, great. Okay, so we just have one more time. So grab your sumo squat weight. Catch your breath. All right, so everyone take a look at your feet right now. They should be pointing in a diagonal direction out so that when you come down, there's lots of space here for that weight, and it also helps target our adductors. All right, let's do it. Good, shoulders stay back. Don't let that weight pull you forward. You're in control. I was about to say you're in charge and you're in control at the same time, which would have come out like, you're in control. All right, keep this up. Get low. Don't forget to breathe. Good, good, good. Okay, can you do 10 more seconds? Yes, good. Thank you for the audience participation part. Here we go, our last 3, 2, 1 more. Here we go. Good. Don't have to do those again. All right. So now we start back with our deadlift clean to press. Want you standing nice and tall, not here, not here. Good, shoulders back. Are you ready? Remember that weight touches your legs. Okay, I'm not gonna say any more form things. Come on down in our deadlift. Clean, press, superheroes, keep going. All right. Speaking of superheroes, on Friday, I'm going to see my grandmother who just turned 99. And I don't know if you guys, there's like an article basically about if you want to live a long life, like talk to someone who's 80. You know, if you want to hear about genetics, talk to someone who's in their hundreds, and that is my grandmother. She, every day, her hydration strategy is 2 sips of coffee and 3 sips of Diet Coke. Okay, other side, no water shall pass those lips. Here we go, other side. I am not recommending this as a strategy. I'm just saying good genes. All right. Come on up. Of course she smoked in the day. She doesn't smoke now, but she did back in the day. I mean, you know, while she was pregnant, because that's what you did at that time. But anyway, it's amazing to think about what your life would be like. You're 99 at this point. You've lived through a lot of things. All right, 3, 2, beautiful work. Done, 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 done. Okay, well, not totally done. Let's not stop there. Let's talk about the next set. While you guys take a breather, get a drink of water. So the next set, we're doing split squats. So those are everyone's non-favorite. And to make them even more a non-favorite, we are going to do them with our front foot on our toes. Because of that, if you don't want to use a weight, that's fine. Also, if you don't want to do it from your toes, you can say, suck it, Dana, because I can't see any of your toes. So I won't even know. All right, so we're gonna have our leg back. You know your back correctly if your knee is behind your glute. So check on this one. Then you know if you're in the right position in the front, if you can come down and I can see my toes in front of my knees. So get yourself in the right position. Then we'll start at the top. From the top, if you're standing straight up like this, your back is arched. So for me, being up extended, that's this position. Okay, so now everyone, go ahead and try it. Up onto your toes in the front. Whoop. Now let's see if we can come down. Good. We're definitely gonna do this first set, no weights. You can decide then if you want to. So you're holding up on that toe. This is hard. We're just gonna do 6. I'm on 3, 4. Good. My calves are like, what are we doing here? 5. Here's our last one. 6. Ooh, how is that, everybody? Okay, so now get your other foot where this one is, so then maybe you don't have to measure quite as much. I mean, we'll still take a look. Check your knees behind your glute and your foot. You can see it as you come down. All right, once you're ready, whoo, this side is just not bouncing. Get up on that toe. Okay, 1. We're doing 6. Trying to get down as low as you can. 2. Ooh, you guys can't see my toes either. I promise I'm on my toes. 3, I'll move back for the next one. 4, 5, yeah. 6, beautiful, okay. The next thing, how's everyone feeling? All right. The next one. If you have something to step down from, we're gonna use it. If you don't have something that you can step on, even a yoga block is fine, it doesn't have to be very high. It could be a step in your house. You can decide. Last time we were doing step downs where we were coming this way. This time we're doing step downs, we're trying to touch behind us, as far behind us as we can, and then coming back up. So what we're doing when we do that is we're keeping this nice line here. Our glute is what's lowering us down and bringing us back up. So we're working on glutes for this set. So if you don't have a box, totally fine. You're still squeezing glute back here, trying to touch as far behind you as possible and back up. You just don't have the biggest range of motion and it's fine. Okay, so everyone get set up. You can try it without weight, or if you want to use a weight, that's great. Hold it up here in this goblet position, okay? All right, everybody on? Yeah, let's do it, okay. Keeping nice long body. Let's see it, let's see it. Okay, I see some weights, some not. I see some people looking down. Let's look up because your foot's gonna stay there, I promise. But if you can look up, this helps keep your chest in a better position than here. All right, switch sides. Go ahead and switch sides. It's totally natural to look down because it feels like we need to look at our foot. But since we're not moving our foot, who needs it? All right, so let's go again. So we're looking out. Actually, when I was showing you, I probably was also looking down at my weight or my foot. None of them were going anywhere. So no need to look. Might as well have your neck in that neutral position. Good, okay, let's see it this time. I see some pray for balance positions. That's a good one. All right, 3, 2, nicely done. Okay. We're going to do some reverse crunches, but we're not going to do them until we're through the second set. So come on, join me for this second set. We're going to go back to our split squats. Now, here's the thing. If those split squats on your toes were terrible, don't do it on your toes anymore, okay? If it was great, add weight. All right, so first things first, get in position. Oh, you know what? I'm going to start with my side for opportunity. The side that did not feel quite as good last time, so then I can finish on a high note. All right, ready? We're doing 6 again. So coming up on your toes if you can. Here we go. 1, 2, beautiful. Again, we can look out at the world. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Woo! Getting strong feet, strong glutes, strong soles. Okay, other side. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, haha, this side, my foot's like, no, just stay down. 3, I'm fighting gravity real hard over here. 4, 5, yes, and 6. Why are those so friggin' hard? Okay, that's why we only do 6, and weight is optional. Okay, back to our step if you have it. Seriously, you can stand on a book. This would be a good time to have a couple old phone books. Remember those? All right. We're gonna do 20 seconds per side. So whichever side you want to start with, go ahead and load up that weight if you're using it. Otherwise, this leg that's back, glute is tight, holding it back, and then slow lower tap, right back up. Yeah. Okay, these are tough. Want to go nice and slow, tap and come right back up. We don't want to hang out at the bottom if we don't need to. Good. 3, 2, yes. Okay, other side, let's go right into it. We're on how to make 20 seconds last a long time, right? Both glutes are tight, because this glute that's back, we want that really tight, holding that leg back so we're not moving it around. We're not feeling for the ground behind us. All right, 3, 2, done. Okay, before we go into that last set, remember I promised there was gonna be something on the floor. We're gonna have an ab set that we're just gonna do twice. So it's up to you how you wanna do it. If you have a weight nearby, you can grab onto it and use it as your anchor. All right, make sure I'm in the screen here. So got your anchor behind you. And then you can, a lightweight is not gonna serve as an anchor, by the way, but you can come up and lower. If you wanna make it not so hard, you can come up and then bend your knees and tap your heels. Make it harder, legs extended. You decide. An anchor could also be the corner of your bed or couch. So everyone go ahead and get down. Let's do it. All right, I'm timing this. There's 30 more seconds. So whatever you've been doing, great, happy, bonus, love it. So happy for you, but there's still 20 more seconds. So if you need a quick break, you can take it laying on your back, acting like you're that dead bug or the dead bird that wasn't dead. I'm just going with the bird was not dead. All right. You can really pop your hips up to make it harder. Try and reach back behind you as far as you can. 3, 2, beautiful. All right. How did this happen that we're almost done? Okay, this one is our last time through. So challenge yourself. If you want to use a weight for these split squats, great. You decide how you're going to challenge yourself. But let's go ahead and get one leg back. Let's just finish this thing up. Okay, so one leg is back. We're looking out at the world. Hello. Toes on our toes. Whoop. So heels are up and coming down. 1, 2. Yeah. 3. Good movement. Lots of movement. 4, 5. Yes. And great work. Whew. Okay. Now we're going to the other side. Okay, looking out at the world, let's do it. Heels up. Good. Oh my goodness. You're doing great. I'm talking to myself right now. I'm doing great, me. 2 more, here's 1. And 2, nicely done. Okay. More steps, more step downs. All right, if you don't want to use weight, totally fine. Focus on form, that's great too. I'm going to lose the weight so I can keep talking with my hands because, you know, it can't be stopped. Here we go. Up on your box, leg comes back, glutes tight. Step as far back as you can. Tap and right back up. Beautiful. Good. Love that. Everyone's doing great. Just 20 seconds here, which means there's 6 more seconds. So maybe you can get in 3 more. In 2, 1. Right to the other side, everybody, right to it. And then we just have 1 more time on the ground, and we are done. Excellent. Okay. Finish strong. Really reach behind you. Feel your glute working. 3, 2. Nicely done. Okay. Get yourself to your anchor point, wherever that is. Get something behind you. It makes it much easier so we can really kick our legs back behind us. So if you've got that anchor, you can really get your legs going behind you. Your legs should be in control the whole time. You're not just flipping them around, okay? So let's go. 45 seconds, you're on. Legs come up and back down. You do not have to have your legs fully extended. You can have them bent and touch down your heels like you're touching down in a glute bridge position, that is totally fine. You decide, but the good news is we're halfway there. So take a break if you need it, and then rejoin us. And then when we're done here, we will flop on the ground with our legs extended and our arms open wide in a T in 3, 2, nicely done. So legs extended, so they're fully extended legs, fully extended arms. We're in a beautiful T position. We're not dead, we're just lying here, collecting ourselves, getting in some deep breaths, thinking, heck yeah, I did that. Nicely done, everybody. So now, the other way to say heck yeah, I did that is giving ourselves a hug. So let's bring both knees up, give ourselves a hug. When we do that, it should feel really good on your back. You can roll around a little bit. And then we're gonna extend our right leg while we hug just our left. We're not doing this. We're not in it for the hugs. We're in it for the stretch through our adductors. We use those today in our sumos. Also no step downs. So getting that, just opening, you getting our mobility there. Big deep breaths. All right, other side. So extend the left leg, hug in the right. Good. All right. And then go ahead and roll onto your stomach, onto your hands and knees. We're gonna finish in a good tabletop here. I want you to think about having a most extended back where the top of your head and your hips are as far apart as they can be. And then go ahead and push your hips back and then back into that good position. So you were just moving from this tabletop to a dropped back hips position. Now, if it feels good, you can widen your knees a little bit, and as you come back, you're getting even more of a stretch through your hips. Good. All right. And then go ahead, flip your toes under if you can. Sit back onto those, stretch your feet out, sit up tall, give yourself a high five, give me a high five, give the mirror a high five, one of your plants a high five, maybe your cat or your dog or both, and thanks for coming. Also, you should invite someone to come. We have plenty of space for many people, so please invite your friends if you like it. You should tell them to come. Anyway, we are done. Now my hair's a mess, and see you next week. Say hi.